With writing comes revising. With revising comes editing. You better be prepared to edit. Your first editing is always going to be your own, because when you write a chapter, go back and read it. See, have you gotten the phraseology right? Have you dealt with complete sentences? Have you put the right words in? One thing that I run into, and my instructors in college would get upset and say, Jason, you need to develop this a little bit more, is I've got the idea in my head. I have the plot, I have the dialogue, I have the scene and everything, and so I'm writing that, but I'm not putting everything in. It's a scene that I've been working on, so I'm familiar with it, so I can just give you the gist of it, and I have no problem getting the whole dimension of the scene, but everybody else is sitting there going, be prepared to edit. Your first is going to be your self-edit. And then if you are fortunate enough to have an editor, which I am, and she's really, really great. She's really nice, but she's very strict. And she makes, unlike other editing software I've had, or other people that have stepped in and claimed to be editors that actually tried to be ghostwriters, this one, she sits down and she looks at the whole manuscript. She points out all the strong points. She points out the weak points. She points out the things that really don't serve it, and she makes suggestions. And then once you've gone through all that, you've got two choices. Do you want to revise, or do you want to reconstruct? Now, she made a lot of good suggestions on how to improve the existing framework that I have with that manuscript. But looking at it, I'm really asking myself, wouldn't it be better to incorporate all these suggestions by simply getting down to the bedrock and rebuilding all over again? And the answer is, in this particular case, yes. Suggestions that she made would best serve by not trying to extend or reinforce weak points. Just remove them and put something else there. You know, I have a lot of ancillary characters that they don't further the story, they don't serve a purpose, they're almost there just for the point of the plot, or just for me having an easy way to further the plot without having to invest in it. And so it kind of muddles it down, it wears it out, dissipates it. There, that's the word I was looking for, which I found because I went back and I edited my thoughts, and so I came up with the word dissipate. See, that's why you need to be prepared to edit. You have to remember that editing is not a judgment. Editing is not condemnation. Editing is, this is what needs to be strengthened, this is what needs to be improved. Editing exposes where you need to work on things. Be prepared to edit. More importantly, don't be afraid to edit.